Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
This is one of the best tips I learned about dating is the 3-month theory. So within 3 months, you will see their true character because people can only put on a mask for so long or hide who they really are for so long. The first month should be honeymoon phase, infatuation that's exciting, and them trying to impress you and do all the right things and say all the right things, especially if you've told them what you're looking for. They're going to try to be that, but they can only try to be that for so long if it's not who they really are. After that is when you start to see patterns in their behavior. How do they handle your emotional needs? How do they handle stress? How do they handle conflicts? So in the first 3 months, pace yourself. Don't get too excited too soon. Don't get too emotionally involved too soon. Don't just believe everything they say. And just stay observant because these red flags are going to only get larger and larger. They're not going to get better. So I usually know by 3 months if this guy is what I'm looking for, if there's enough red flags to turn me off. That's all it takes.
So you just jump from situationship to situationship because 3 months, that's not a relationship. Some lunatic wrote a book about the 3 months no kissing rule, even though I have no idea what you write on hundreds of pages when you get everything from the title, but well, she did. And women celebrated that on TikTok for about a month or two, because of course they did. I guess this lunatic here heard about the 3 month rule and she took it as a challenge. I'm gonna make it even dumber. I'm gonna just jump into a situationship for 3 months, and when I don't get the honeymoon phase anymore, I'm gonna end it. Oh no, wait, my bad. Every single man she ever dealt with changed after 3 months. Yeah, no, that must be it.
It is strict out here. I went on a date recently, and after we wrapped up, paid the bill, we were walking out. Okay. He walked to the restaurant and I took an Uber. He was like, "Oh, how are you getting home?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just going to take an Uber." He's like, "Okay, I'm going to walk home." We gave each other a hug. I'm calling my Uber. I'm like, "Oh, it's going to be like 5-7 minutes." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's okay. You don't need to wait if you don't want to." And he's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then he just like walks off and goes. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. If you're just walking, you don't have a car to catch, you don't have a whatever to catch, why can't you wait 5-7 minutes when you're like showing so much interest in me?
Showed so much interest. That's the right word to use. Showed. He didn't want it to wait, not because you said it's fine if he didn't, but he just couldn't wait to get away from you fast enough.
After that, once I got home, he didn't text me to see if I got home safely. So that's a no ma'am, no ham, no turkey for me, because what do you mean? It's like innately something you should know. If you're going on a date, you like the girl, or even just to be like a gentleman, kind person, you wait to make sure that she's home safe.
And where should I wait exactly? Outside your window, maybe? I'm not saying that's not romantic, but that could get me arrested. But it's nice of you to talk about gentlemen like you know what that means. Our innate responsibility was to take you out on a date. Your innate responsibility, if for whatever reason I was not walking you or driving you home, was to call or text to let me know you got home safe. So, no, just because you hate responsibility so much and you're trying to put them all on the man, doesn't mean I care or want to take those responsibilities away from you.
Okay, how a man feels about you based on where he takes you on a first date. If that man is asking you to go on a coffee date, he's suggesting a coffee date, there are one of three things that could be happening. Number one, he's a recovering alcoholic. Number two, he's broke, like really broke. Number three, he just got out of a relationship. He's not over her. He's telling himself that he needs to go back to dating, but doesn't really want to commit himself to dating. He's not really ready for a girlfriend. And so he's just kind of like, I guess I'll just like go on coffee dates and like see what she's like. But he's not over his ex. If he asks you for a lunch date or suggests a lunch date, he's unemployed. Who has time to go to lunch during the workday? If he's suggesting going on a walk as a date, he hates you. He hates all women, actually. And he wants to waste your time. If he's asking you out for just drinks, so just drinks, no dinner, he thinks you're hot. He thinks you're hot. He's probably talking to a bunch of other girls, just so you know. He's not super serious about settling down, but he thinks you're hot and he's hoping that, you get a couple drinks in you and maybe you'll go home with him. Is there a probability that he's asking you out for just drinks and then if the date goes well, he asks you out for dinner? Maybe, but why wouldn't he just ask you out for dinner if he was interested in you in the first place?
Because you might end up not being who he thought you were. So why would he take the chance to stand in agony in front of you for an hour just because he made a mistake of asking you to dinner? Didn't we learn anything from the previous video? Didn't we learn anything from that guy's mistake? If he's asking you on a walk he hates his mama, where do all these failures in life get so much wisdom? Every single one of these dating coaches have been on hundreds of first dates unsuccessful because they're still going on dates and they will for a while, and instead of looking at them as the failures that they are, they just can't help themselves from sharing all that wisdom.
So the only way to show I'm serious is spend a decent amount of money. Yes, you are correct. And the reason this is true is because you want to show the woman that you're interested in that you are willing to make an investment.
Could we please catch a breather from all these relationship coaches? Oh, how to be a high value woman, how to be a high value man. Women want this, women need this. Men want this, men need this. Everyone's different, and all those standards that you guys preach, you cannot have. I'm not saying not to have standards, but you cannot have standards and expect from someone to give you the world or whatever the you think you deserve when you don't do that for yourself. Do you expect yourself to be like, it's like being a couch potato, not caring about your body at all, smelling like I'm sorry, some of y'all just dirty, and then expecting a man or a woman to come and be like, they're going to the gym every day, they're making a lot of money, and they're buying you Chanel bags now. What do you mean? How do you think that could realistically ever happen? And how do you think you could ever be compatible with someone like that? Make it make sense.
I can't. Well, nobody can. But if I believed in soulmates, I would think I found mine. There is a good news and the bad news. The good news is they're not talking to me. The bad news is they're never going to stop. Everyone wants to be an influencer, and we've seen earlier all the wisdom they're sharing. And even worse news is they do find people that will listen to them and take everything they say for granted. But probably the worst of the worst news is sometimes they even sell courses and people buy them.
Put a finger down, edition. Put a finger down if your body count is over 3. Put a finger down if you've already sent naughty pics. Put a finger down if you've made out in the bathroom. Put a finger down if you're flirting with a guy during quarantine that you know that you will never see, like ever. Put a finger down if you've kissed more than 5 people. Put a finger down if you've lied about your virginity. Put a finger down if you've hooked up with someone more than 3 years older than you. Put a finger down if you've had a friends with benefits. And lastly, put a finger down if you've talked to 3 or more guys at once.
Well, would you look at that, the blue-haired girl is a surprise to nobody. But if anyone can take the next 2 weeks off to explain the questions to the blonde girl, I'm sure she'll greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, equal rights, equal fights. I'm a strong believer in that.
If you slap him first, he can slap you back.
Yeah, if he's got the bollocks to do it.
And if he doesn't do it, then he doesn't have the balls.
If he don't want to slap me back, then I know he ain't got the balls. If he slaps me back, then I respect him a bit more because I know he can handle himself. He won't let me push him about. I prefer someone that could stand up to me than someone that would just let me do it because then I know you're a pushover, innit?
Advice you can give to the dudes out there that let their chick beat on them.
Punch that bitch in the face. What do you mean? How are you going to sit at home and let your gal slap you up? That's stupid behaviour.
How about you spare me of your respect and you keep your hands to yourself? How that sounds? You're still gonna have him arrested. Oh, you'll respect him more, but you're still gonna have him arrested. So how about you respect him by not putting your hands on him? Or if you can't do that, just leave. He doesn't need your respect anyway if that's what it comes with.
So I'm going to do story time about a date that I had a couple of days ago. So I was on Hinge and I come across this guy. I liked him, messaged me back, had conversations for about a week or something like that. Everything was going good. He was like a nice age, had kids like me, had a lot in common. In my head, I was like, thumbs up.
I'll spare you all the next 2 minutes and I'll explain what happened. He disappeared. He still replied once or twice to her text and then he was completely gone.
I genuinely don't know what it is that I did, but I just sent him a big message saying that I just don't understand what's happening. I thought you were different than these other guys, but clearly not. But again, no response.
Well, then why don't I try to explain to you real quick? You got drunk on your first date, you kissed and did some other things in his car, and for a second date, you invited him to your place because you didn't have your kids that night. I'll try to put this with all the respect I can muster. You are just not long term. He will never see you as a wife after that night. And since he also has kids, he doesn't want you around his kids. And can you really blame him?
Okay, this is a message to all of the men out there that are creating their online dating profiles, because I have recently just got back into the whole online dating situation. Scary stuff, but anyway, and these are a few things that you absolutely do not need to do when making your account. Okay, number one, don't put profile pictures on there of you drinking all the time. There's some people that literally have drinks in the hand in every single photo. For me personally, that's a red flag.
You have a brain, you have thumbs. I'm sure you'll learn to swipe when you grow up. No, what I mean is, oh no, not a red flag. Oh no, not to you. See, you ladies can moan and complain about men and their audacity all the time and then borrow all of it and never return it. In what world did it make sense for you to tell all men on dating apps how to create their own profiles to be more appealing to you? Cause you know, maybe, just maybe, oh no, here comes back my audacity, but maybe you're not every man's cup of tea.
My friend was just asking me for relationship advice. She's like, how do I ask the boy I'm talking to where this relationship is going? Like, I need to define the relationship. Let me stop you right there. Because why would you ever ask a man, where is this relationship going? Where do you see this relationship in 1 year? When do you think we're gonna get engaged? When should we live together? No. Biggest mistake that I see my friends and people just make is giving the man the power to decide timelines and just everything in a relationship. It's your life. You decide where the relationship is going.
Hate to break it to you, princess, but no. Not only that it takes two people to decide where that relationship is going, but the only thing you decide is who you sleep with. As for your friend, because obviously you're not gonna stop sharing all this wisdom with no one, but your friend, who I doubt existed, really needs to stop coming to you for advice.
So many times I feel like women place their future in men and they ask men, and like this is a product of a lot of reasons. It's inherent because women didn't have a lot of rights and opportunities back in the day, so it's kind of in our DNA to be like, oh, when are we going to do this, when are we going to do that? And I just preach reframing it. No, you figure out, what do you want? Whether it's you want to get married, you want to have kids, you want a big house, you want a certain lifestyle, you want to travel the world, you figure out what you want, and then you tell men that. And either men will say, oh no, I don't want to do that, I can't do that, and goodbye. Or
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.